Have you ever stopped to look at your hands and wonder if they hold secrets about your financial future? Buddhist monks discovered centuries ago that the length of the ring finger reveals profound truths about wealth destiny that most people never realize. This ancient knowledge has been passed down through generations of spiritual practitioners who understood that the human body carries maps to prosperity and abundance. The ring finger, known in Buddhist philosophy as the finger of Apollo, connects directly to the solar plexus chakra, the energy center governing personal power, confidence, and material success. Ancient teachings show that the proportions of this finger in relation to the index finger create a blueprint for financial patterns that will manifest throughout life. This is not coincidence or superstition. This represents wisdom accumulated over thousands of years of observing how physical characteristics align with destiny patterns. Most people walk through life never understanding why money flows easily to some while others struggle despite equal effort. The answer has been hiding in plain sight, literally at the end of the hand. Buddhist practitioners studied these patterns extensively, documenting how finger-length ratios predicted not just wealth potential, but the specific path through which prosperity would arrive or be blocked. What makes this discovery so powerful is its universal application. Every single person possesses a ring finger, making this knowledge personally relevant regardless of background, education, or current financial situation. The ring finger speaks truth about karmic patterns related to abundance, revealing whether someone carries the energy signature of wealth accumulation or scarcity mindset from past life experiences. The measurements are simple and can be checked immediately, yet the implications prove profound and life-changing. Understanding what ring finger length reveals about wealth destiny allows conscious alignment with prosperity energy instead of unconsciously blocking financial flow through patterns inherited from previous incarnations. Buddhist philosophy teaches that awareness creates the first step toward transformation. Those who understand their wealth destiny blueprint can work with their natural energy instead of against it, removing obstacles that have prevented money from flowing freely into their lives. The time to discover this truth is now, before another day passes living beneath true financial potential. Before diving deeper into these ancient revelations that could transform financial reality, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. This simple action creates energetic alignment with abundance consciousness. By engaging with content focused on prosperity wisdom, the signal goes out to the universe that readiness exists to receive greater wealth. Subscribing ensures access to ongoing teachings about Buddhist principles that unlock financial freedom and spiritual abundance. Each video provides another key to understanding the hidden patterns governing money, success, and material comfort. Missing even one teaching means missing a crucial piece of the prosperity puzzle. After subscribing, comment below with this powerful mantra that activates wealth consciousness. My ring finger reveals my path to abundance, and I accept my wealth destiny. Writing these words creates a commitment device, a public declaration of intention to align with prosperity energy. This comment also helps spread these teachings to others seeking financial transformation, creating a community of abundance consciousness that lifts everyone higher. The ancient monks understood the power of spoken and written affirmation. When words declaring prosperity get expressed openly, they ripple through the energetic field, attracting opportunities and removing blocks. Take 30 seconds now to like, subscribe, and comment with the mantra. This small action begins the transformation process immediately. Buddhist philosophy has long recognized that the physical body serves as a roadmap to spiritual and material destiny. Nothing in the human form appears randomly or without meaning. Every proportion, every measurement, every characteristic carries information about karmic patterns, life purpose, and the specific challenges and gifts each soul brings into this incarnation. The hands hold particular significance in Buddhist teachings because they represent the instruments through which humans interact with the material world. Hands create, build, give, receive, work, and accumulate. The fingers themselves each connect to different aspects of existence and different energy centers within the subtle body. Ancient practitioners spent lifetimes studying the correlations between physical characteristics and life outcomes. They observed thousands of individuals, noting the measurements of their bodies and tracking the unfolding of their destinies over decades. Patterns emerged with such consistency that they could no longer be dismissed as coincidence. Certain physical markers appeared again and again in people who accumulated wealth, while different markers appeared in those who struggled financially regardless of effort or intelligence. The ring finger specifically connects to solar plexus energy, the third chakra known as Manipura in Sanskrit. This energy center governs self-confidence, personal power, the ability to take action, and the capacity to manifest desires in physical reality. When solar plexus energy flows freely and powerfully, individuals naturally attract success, recognition, and material abundance. When this energy center remains blocked or weak, struggle and scarcity persist despite best intentions. The length of the ring finger compared to the index finger reveals the strength of solar plexus energy present in the current incarnation. This measurement reflects karmic patterns brought forward from previous lives. Souls who developed strong manifestation abilities and confidence in past incarnations carry those strengths forward, reflected in specific ring finger proportions. Souls who struggled with powerlessness or scarcity consciousness in previous lives carry those challenges forward, also reflected in finger measurements. Buddhist wisdom emphasizes that destiny is not fixed or unchangeable. Understanding karmic patterns allows conscious work to shift and transform limiting beliefs and energy blocks. The ring finger reveals the starting point, the inherited blueprint. But awareness combined with spiritual practice enables movement beyond inherited limitations toward fuller expression of prosperity potential. Traditional Buddhist teachings about wealth differ significantly from modern materialistic views. Buddhism does not condemn money or material comfort. Instead, it recognizes that financial resources enable greater freedom to pursue spiritual development, help others, and fulfill life purpose. Poverty often creates suffering that distracts from spiritual growth. Abundance, when approached with right intention and gratitude, supports both material well-being and spiritual evolution. The key lies in understanding that wealth flows through energetic channels, not purely through physical effort. Two people can work equally hard, yet one prospers while the other barely survives. The difference lies in energetic alignment with abundance consciousness versus scarcity consciousness. The ring finger measurement reveals which consciousness pattern dominates the subtle energy body. Ancient monks discovered that finger proportions correlate with testosterone and estrogen exposure during fetal development. These hormones shape not just physical characteristics, but also personality traits, confidence levels, risk-taking capacity, and abundance mindset. Higher testosterone exposure creates longer ring fingers and correlates with traits that support wealth accumulation, confidence, competitiveness, willingness to take calculated risks, and strong drive for achievement and recognition. Lower testosterone exposure creates shorter ring fingers relative to index fingers and correlates with different strengths: cooperation, caregiving, emotional intelligence, and relationship building. These traits create success through different pathways, but may require conscious development of financial assertiveness and abundance mindset that doesn't come as naturally. Neither pattern is better or worse. Each carries unique gifts and challenges. The wisdom lies in understanding the specific blueprint and working skillfully with its strengths while consciously developing areas that need support. A shorter ring finger person can absolutely create wealth, but may need to focus more deliberately on building confidence, taking financial risks, and claiming their worth. A longer ring finger person naturally possesses wealth building energy, but may need to develop patience, emotional wisdom, and generosity to maintain prosperity long term. Buddhist teachings emphasize that all human beings possess Buddha nature, the fundamental capacity for enlightenment and complete fulfillment, including material abundance. Physical characteristics reveal the particular path and lessons each soul must walk, not limitations on potential. The ring finger shows the karmic starting point for wealth journey, nothing more. From that starting point, growth toward unlimited prosperity remains possible through awareness, intention, and aligned action. Number 1. The long ring finger, natural wealth magnet. Buddhist philosophy identifies individuals with ring fingers significantly longer than their index fingers as carrying the energy signature of natural prosperity. This physical characteristic appears in approximately 40% of the population and indicates strong solar plexus chakra activation from birth. The long ring finger reveals high testosterone exposure during fetal development, shaping not just physical form, but entire personality structure and energetic vibration. Ancient teachings recognize these individuals as natural leaders and wealth creators, people who step into material success almost effortlessly because their entire being resonates with abundance frequency. Traditional Buddhist wisdom describes long ring finger people as possessing the confidence of lions. They move through the world expecting success, and this expectation becomes self-fulfilling prophecy. Their energy commands respect and attracts opportunities. Financial doors open more easily because their presence radiates the assurance and authority that wealth recognizes and responds to. These individuals typically demonstrate strong competitive drive from early childhood. They want to win, to achieve, to stand out, to be recognized as special and successful. This drive, when channeled properly, becomes a powerful engine for wealth creation. They set ambitious goals and possess the determination to pursue them relentlessly. Obstacles that stop others merely energize those with long ring fingers to find alternative paths. Risk-taking capacity appears naturally stronger in long ring finger individuals. They feel comfortable with uncertainty and calculated gambles that terrify others. This willingness to risk enables the bold moves that generate significant wealth. Starting businesses, investing in opportunities others fear, negotiating aggressively for higher compensation, these actions come naturally rather than requiring forcing against internal resistance. Buddhist teachings note that long ring finger people often accumulate wealth through entrepreneurship, sales, trading, investment, and leadership positions. They thrive in competitive environments where results get rewarded directly. Traditional employment often feels constraining because their energy wants to expand and conquer rather than maintain and cooperate within established systems. However, ancient wisdom also warns of shadow patterns that can sabotage even the strongest natural wealth energy. Long ring finger individuals may become so focused on material achievement that they neglect relationships, health, and spiritual development. The drive for more can become insatiable addiction where enough never exists. Arrogance and domination of others may emerge, creating karmic debt that eventually undermines prosperity. The challenge for long ring finger people involves learning that true wealth includes more than money in bank accounts. Relationships, health, peace of mind, and spiritual fulfillment all comprise genuine abundance. Without these elements, financial success feels hollow and ultimately dissatisfying. The aggressive energy that builds wealth can also destroy it through reckless decisions, damaged relationships with business partners, and stress-induced health problems. To live in harmony with long ring finger wealth energy, Buddhist philosophy recommends cultivating gratitude, generosity, and patience alongside natural confidence and ambition. Regular practice of giving away portion of earnings trains the energy field to trust in continuous flow rather than hoarding from scarcity fear. Meditation practices calm the driven mind and create space for intuitive wisdom to guide decisions rather than pure ego ambition. Long ring finger individuals should recognize their natural gift while remaining humble about its source. This blessing comes from karmic merit accumulated in previous incarnations. Using current incarnations solely for personal gain without serving others squanders spiritual opportunity and creates negative karma affecting future lives. The highest use of natural wealth magnetism involves creating abundance that serves the greater good, lifting others while rising personally. Number two, the balanced fingers, harmonious prosperity. Buddhist teachings identify individuals with ring fingers and index fingers of approximately equal length as walking the middle path of balanced prosperity energy. This physical characteristic appears in roughly 20% of the population and indicates equilibrium between masculine and feminine energetic qualities. The balanced finger measurement reveals moderate testosterone exposure during development, creating personality that can access both assertive wealth-building energy and receptive relationship-building energy. Ancient wisdom recognized these individuals as diplomatic and adaptable, able to succeed in varied circumstances through flexibility rather than pure force. Traditional Buddhist philosophy describes balanced finger people as possessing the wisdom of the owl, able to see from multiple perspectives and find solutions others miss. They build wealth through collaboration and strategic thinking rather than aggressive competition. Their success often comes through roles requiring negotiation, mediation, synthesis of different viewpoints, and creation of win-win situations. These individuals typically demonstrate strong emotional intelligence and relationship skills. They understand human motivation and can influence others through understanding rather than domination. This ability creates wealth through partnerships, team leadership, counseling, teaching, and any field where human connection drives success. People trust them because they genuinely care about mutual benefit rather than purely personal gain. Adaptability appears as signature strength for balanced finger individuals. They can adjust communication style, work approach, and problem-solving methods to match different situations and different people. This flexibility allows success across diverse environments and changing circumstances. Where rigid personalities struggle when conditions shift, balanced finger people simply adapt and find new paths to prosperity. Buddhist teachings note that balanced finger people often accumulate wealth gradually and sustainably rather than through dramatic breakthroughs. They build slowly but surely, creating strong foundations that weather economic storms. Their diversified approach to income and investment reflects their balanced nature, preferring multiple moderate streams to single high-risk big bet. However, ancient wisdom also identifies shadow patterns that can limit prosperity potential for balanced finger individuals. Their adaptability can become people-pleasing that sacrifices personal needs and financial interests. The desire for harmony may prevent necessary confrontation and boundary setting required to protect wealth and demand fair compensation. Indecisiveness sometimes plagues balanced finger people because they see multiple valid perspectives and struggle to commit fully to single direction. This hesitation can cause missed opportunities and scattered energy that prevents focus required for major financial breakthroughs. The balanced nature that brings strength can also create stagnation when carried to extreme. To live in harmony with balanced finger wealth energy, Buddhist philosophy recommends developing stronger core values and clearer boundaries. Knowing what matters most allows decisive action even when multiple options exist. Regular practice of assertiveness training and self-advocacy helps overcome tendency toward excessive accommodation of others' needs. Balanced finger individuals should recognize their diplomatic gifts while avoiding the trap of becoming invisible or undervalued. Their natural preference for team success over personal recognition may mean others receive credit and rewards for their contributions. Learning to claim appropriate compensation and recognition supports sustained prosperity rather than burnout from undervalued service. The highest expression of balanced finger wealth energy involves creating prosperity that genuinely serves all parties. These individuals can build businesses and systems where everyone wins, where wealth creation lifts entire communities rather than enriching few at expense of many. Their gift for seeing interconnection makes them natural builders of sustainable abundance. Number three, the short ring finger, spiritual wealth, path. Buddhist philosophy identifies individuals with ring fingers shorter than their index fingers as carrying the energy signature of spiritual prosperity. This physical characteristic appears in approximately 40% of the population and indicates lower testosterone exposure during development, creating personality oriented toward connection, care, and meaning rather than competition and material accumulation. The short ring finger reveals a soul whose wealth journey focuses less on external accumulation and more on internal richness and relationships. Ancient teachings recognize these individuals as natural caregivers and spiritual seekers, people who find fulfillment through service, love, and purpose rather than money and status. Traditional Buddhist wisdom describes short ring finger people as possessing the compassion of bodhisattvas, those enlightened beings who dedicate themselves to relieving suffering of others. They naturally prioritize emotional well-being, relationship harmony, and meaningful contribution over financial metrics. Their definition of wealth includes love, friendship, family, community, and sense that life has purpose and significance. These individuals typically demonstrate exceptional empathy and emotional sensitivity. They feel others' pain and joy deeply, making them excellent counselors, healers, teachers, parents, and friends. This emotional attunement creates wealth through service professions and relationship-based work rather than competitive individual achievement. People seek them out for comfort, guidance, and understanding, creating opportunities for prosperity through helping others. Cooperation appears as natural strength for short ring finger individuals. They work beautifully in teams, preferring collective success to individual glory. This collaborative orientation enables success in healthcare, education, social services, creative arts, and any field valuing human connection over competition. Their success often comes through being valued team members rather than dominant leaders. Buddhist teachings note that short ring finger people often struggle with traditional wealth accumulation because their values don't prioritize material gain. They may choose lower paying work that feels meaningful over higher paying work that feels empty. They give generously even when resources are limited because their hearts cannot bear seeing others suffer. Money flows through their hands to others rather than accumulating in personal accounts. However, ancient wisdom also warns that undervaluing material needs creates unnecessary suffering that ultimately limits capacity to serve others. Chronic financial stress and poverty drain energy that could support greater contribution. Short ring finger individuals must learn that caring for their own financial well-being enables rather than contradicts spiritual values. The challenge for short ring finger people involves developing healthy relationship with money and material success. They must recognize that wealth can be spiritual tool rather than spiritual obstacle. Prosperity enables freedom to pursue purpose without survival desperation. Financial abundance allows greater generosity and more powerful service to others. Rejecting money as unspiritual actually limits spiritual impact. To live in harmony with short ring finger wealth energy, Buddhist philosophy recommends conscious development of financial confidence and abundance mindset. Regular affirmation that deserving wealth and receiving generously is appropriate for spiritual people helps overcome unconscious scarcity programming. Learning to charge appropriate fees for services and receive compensation without guilt or discomfort supports sustainable giving. Short ring finger individuals should recognize their emotional and spiritual gifts while developing practical financial skills often neglected. Learning about money management, investment, and business fundamentals allows them to create prosperity that supports their values rather than contradicting them. Financial education becomes spiritual practice when approached as stewardship of resources meant to serve highest good. The highest expression of short ring finger wealth energy involves building prosperity through serving others and creating positive impact. These individuals can generate abundance through healing, teaching, counseling, creative expression, and social entrepreneurship that addresses real human needs. Their success comes through being compensated fairly for the genuine value they provide through their compassionate gifts. The ancient Buddhist teaching revealed through ring finger length provides profound insight into individual wealth destiny and the specific path toward prosperity that aligns with natural energy. Understanding whether the ring finger is long, balanced, or short compared to the index finger illuminates strengths to leverage and challenges to address consciously. Those blessed with long ring fingers carry natural wealth magnetism and should focus on channeling competitive drive toward goals serving greater good while cultivating patience, generosity, and balanced perspective. Those with balanced fingers possess diplomatic gifts, enabling collaborative prosperity, and should focus on developing clear boundaries and decisive action alongside natural flexibility. Those with short ring fingers carry compassionate hearts and should focus on honoring material needs and receiving abundance that supports their service mission. No finger length proves superior to others. Each reveals different karmic blueprint and different lessons the soul came to master in this incarnation. The wisdom lies not in wishing for different measurements, but in understanding and working skillfully with the specific blueprint given. Every path leads to prosperity when walked with awareness and aligned intention. Buddhist philosophy emphasizes that physical characteristics reveal starting point, never destination. Consciousness creates reality more powerfully than body measurements. Understanding ring finger patterns provides valuable self-knowledge, but commitment to spiritual practice and abundance mindset determines actual outcomes. Those with challenging physical indicators can transcend limitations through dedicated inner work. Those with favorable indicators can squander advantages through unconscious patterns and negative beliefs. The practical integration of these teachings begins with simple observation.